Hello, am I audible? आ रही है आवाज? Am I audible? आवाज नहीं आ रही है? नहीं आ रही है? क्या हो गया? Hello, am I audible? ब्लूटूथ वाला आ गया पहले. हेलो, am I audible? आवाज आ रही है? आवाज ही नहीं आ रही है. तो फिर कहाँ से प्रॉब्लम है?
हेलो.
हेलो, am I audible? अभी आवाज आएगी ना? इसको लगा के देख लेते हैं. हेलो, आवाज आ रही है? क्लियर? क्लियरली हो जाएगा ना? देख लो. आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Okay. आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ, आपकी आवाज आ रही है. क्लियर है मेरी आवाज?
हाँ, क्लियर.
ठीक.
ओके. प्रेजेंटेशन हो सकता है तो यहाँ क्लिक करना है.
रास्ते में हाँ हाँ ठीक ठीक
Relax.
यस
In 1 hour, you will be Dr. Shalu Singh. Yes, Dr.
शालू कुमारी
Dr. Shalu Kumari, sorry.
यस मैम
Dr. Shalu Singh लिखा हुआ है।
जी
तुम्हारा ये कॉलेज चल रहा है।
यस
और तुम कैसे हो? शालू की बहन। स्टूडेंट है। पीजी कर रही है। पॉलिटिकल साइंस। पिताजी की कितनी देंगे?
मैं ऑडिबल आवाज आ रही है आवाज आ रही है
Jerry? Not here. You want Gopal? उनको मेरा all the best बोलते हैं। पहले बहन
आवाज आ रही है एम आई ऑडिबल अभी आ रही है आवाज क्लियर है कि ब्लूटूथ दूसरा लगा दो ई में आ रही है हेलो हेलो ब्लूटूथ वाला निकल लगे ठीक बेटा आवाज आ रही है एम आई ऑडिबल आवाज धीरे है बहुत धीरे है 100% है ब्लूटूथ लगा आवाज ठीक है अभी ठीक आ रहा है ना क्लियर है चेंज करने की जरूरत नहीं है आवाज उस टाइम मतलब लाउडली बोलेंगे तो आवाज क्लियर है ना कैसे ही शांत नीचे शांत यहाँ से चढ़ा के घर से खा कर जा रहे आप मुझे खा के हमें चढ़ा देखो शांत तुम्हारी सही बहुत मेरी आवाज अच्छे से आ रही है? आवाज मेरी अच्छे से आ रही है? Am I audible clearly? देखना चाहिए आ जाएगा। सर एक्सटर्नल सर आ गए, जुड़ चुके हैं।
सर नमस्कार सर।
नहीं बैठो चुपचाप।
सर जुड़े हुए हैं।
Good afternoon.
जी नमस्कार सर।
Yes.
कैसे सर?
Yes.
शुरू करें सर?
हाँ शुरू कर सकते हैं। Yes.
सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। साउंड को कम I am pleased to welcome you all to this open online viva workshop. Today, we are here to evaluate Ms. Shalu Kumari, whose research focuses on financial inclusion in Bihar, a case study of North Bihar. Under the supervision of Professor Raj Lakshmi, former head professor and head retired, Department of Economics, Patna University. Professor Dev Kumar Chakravarti, Professor, Department of Economics, Dibrugarh University, Dibrugarh, is the external examiner. I would like to welcome you, sir. Thank you for giving your valuable time to this department and the university. I welcome Professor Saroj Sinha, Madam, the senior most professor of the department, Dr. Manoj Prabhakar, sir, Shantanu ji, Sanjay Kumar, and other faculty members, research scholars of the department and other departments. Now I request the research scholar to present her thesis and the external examiner, sir, Professor Dev Kumar Chakravarti, to start the viva. Shalu.
Yes.
Start please.
Very warm good afternoon to one and all. Honorable Head of Department B.K. Lal sir, Guest of honor, Shri Dev Kumar Chakravarti, sir. Respected supervisor, Raj Lakshmi ma'am. Senior most professor, Saroj ma'am, and Manoj Prabhakar, sir, and other distinguished professors of this department, online and offline. My name is Shalu Kumari, and the topic of my thesis is financial inclusion in Bihar, a case study of North Bihar. Chapter 1, starting with the introduction. Approximately 1 billion people. Approximately 1 billion people live in the world, reside in home with daily income per capita of less than $1.25.
Excuse me,
Despite
excuse
yes,
me.
yes, sir.
एक्चुअली दो माइक्रोफोन ऑन है तो थोड़ा सा इको हो रहा है.
Yes.
देखिए
Okay. Starting with the introduction, chapter 1. Approximately 1 billion people in the world reside in home with daily income per capita of less than $1.25. Despite this bleak outlook, there remains a hope that by offering financial services to low income households, the structural problem that lead to poverty will be lessened, and that social and economic institutions will be drastically changed. Nevertheless, financial institutions find it expensive to handle the low income population small ticket transaction since they lack collateral and are unable to borrow against their future income. As a result, it is extremely difficult for the impoverished to get credit or financial services. Therefore, creative solution must be found to meet the financial needs and demand of micro enterprises and low income households. The goal of reducing poverty is basic yet profound inspiration of this study. Financial inclusion is a national priority in the current economic climate and has caught the interest of academicians both in India and beyond, including the government of India. According to World Bank estimate, 50% of adult people worldwide lack even the most basic bank account at established financial institutions. According to a World Bank study, 65% of adults in India, a country home to nearly 1.23 billion people, lack access to a bank account. Sir, microphone off. आवाज आवाज Rationale of the study, the economy of our nation has grown at a rate of about 9% annually since 2010. But this growth has not been equitable, with the advantage of economic expansion not being felt by those who live in rural areas. Although a small percentage of population uses all financial services, such as online banking and saving account, over 40% of population still cannot access even the most basic financial services, such as facilities for saving, credit, and insurance. For this reason, the National Pilot Project on Financial Inclusion was started in 2005 by Reserve Bank of India. Bihar is India's most flood-prone and drought-prone state, with 76% of population in North Bihar living under the recurring threat of flood, drought devastation. According to some historical data, 16.5% of total flood-affected area in India is located in Bihar, while 22% in India. Flood in Bihar are recurring disaster which on annual basis destroy thousands of human life apart from livestock asset worth million. So this part of Bihar seriously needs finance for overcoming such situation. Bihar development challenge must be considered in the light of India's overall development agenda since it is the most densely populated part of Hindi heartland. Bihar is India's third populated state with the total population of 13.10 crore account for 1 by 7th India's population below the poverty line, highest in India. Its poverty gap is far above the national average. If banking support is provided to Bihar's productive sector, the state can grow. So this is map of Bihar. Bihar contain all 38 districts, in which 21 districts belong to North Bihar. The yellow portion is showing the North Bihar districts. An introduction to North Bihar. North Bihar is located east of Gandak River and north of Ganga River. There are 21 districts in North Bihar. They are as following: West Champaran, East Champaran, Sitamarhi, Shivhar, Muzaffarpur, Vaishali, Saran, Siwan, Gopalganj, Madhubani, Darbhanga, Samastipur, Begusarai, Khagadiya, Saharsa, Supaul, Madhepura, Arharia, Katihar, Purnia, Kishanganj. Financial inclusion: ensuring vulnerable group such as weaker section and low income group with affordable access to financial services and timely and adequate credit when needed is the definition of financial inclusion. And the key dimensions that define financial inclusion are access, availability, and use. Statement of the problem: the research question or issue that is attempted to be solved here in this study is regarding the performance of financial inclusion in Bihar and North Bihar. A state like Bihar can work with full potential if its productive sector receives banking support. A study was taken to analyze the role of commercial bank, regional rural bank, NBFC in Bihar and North Bihar. It needs to be investigated the growth of credit facility and effect of financial literacy on beneficiaries. It also needs to be studied how PMJDY has contributed towards socio-economic growth in Bihar and the impact of financial inclusion and poverty ratio of Bihar. In order to meet the unique needs of excluded and unbacked individual without any kind of prejudice or ignorance, it is necessary to involve them in financial sector and make all financial services accessible to them. Their funds can be used in this way to create capital which will eventually contribute to the state's economic growth. Objective of the study: to analyze the role of commercial bank in financial inclusion in Bihar. Second is to analyze the role of regional rural bank in financial inclusion in North Bihar. To examine the growth of credit facility in rural area and the effect of financial program. To examine: number one, there is significant impact of financial literacy program on the beneficiaries. Number two, there is significant improvement regarding credit facility in rural areas of North Bihar. Number three, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana has positively contributed towards socio-economic growth in Bihar. And number four, there is significant impact of financial inclusion on poverty ratio of Bihar. Research methodology: the study was based on primary data as well as secondary data collected through personal interviews with well-framed schedule to measure their attitude towards specific economic and social variables. Random samples have been taken to gather primary data from the sample village. 5 districts out of 21 districts of North Bihar was chosen with the help of certified random sampling. One representative block was selected from each of the district and 2 panchayat from each of the block were selected. A sample of 30 households representing different class and social group was selected on the basis of precise inclusive score from each sample panchayat, making total sample size of 300 households for obtaining desired information. Secondary data from NSSO, RBI database, precise inclusive report, SLBC, MFIN, Economic Survey, Ministry of Finance, Bihar and India, Planning Commission of India, various government and non-government organizations, report of various committee and commission published have been taken. So with the help of precise inclusive index, it is a relative index that incorporates various forms of basic financial services into a single metric. And with the help of precise inclusive only, we have done the sampling. And when the districts were above 65, they were having high level of financial inclusion. Between 50 to 65, the financial inclusion was above average. Between 35 to 50, below average, and less than 35 was low. And Bihar is the largest bottom scoring state on precise inclusive score. So this 5 sample districts have been taken from 21 districts that were Muzaffarpur, Gopalganj, Siwan, Madhubani, Madhepura. And CRISIL scores, we can see that in except Patna, no district is having score more than 50. And that is why 2 districts we have taken which were having score of 40, 2 districts which were having score of 30, and 1 district that was 27. Block was taken randomly and panchayats were taken randomly. Thesis chapterization: Chapter 1, Introduction; Chapter 2, Review of Literature; Chapter 3, Role of Financial Services in Promoting Financial Inclusion in India and Bihar; Chapter 4, Role of Commercial Bank and Regional Rural Bank in Financial Inclusion in Bihar; Chapter 5, Role of Credit Facility and effect of financial literacy program in North Bihar. Chapter 6, role of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana and NBFI in North Bihar. Chapter 7, conclusion and suggestions and references and appendix. Divided in three parts, that is international level research, then national level research, and then research gap. After the study of review of literature, it was found that majority of studies focused only on country, state, and district level. There were so many researches done on financial inclusion in Bihar, but very few researches were done for financial inclusion in North Bihar. Government of India, RBI, and state government have undertaken several initiatives to expand the financial outreach to the unbanked people of India. But still, Bihar is not having any universal financial inclusion. In fact, except Patna district, all other districts are having precisely inclusive score less than 50 out of 100, specifically North Bihar region. Bihar is known for its socio-economic backwardness, and the rural scenario of North Bihar indicates its economy at a very low level of development. A state like Bihar can develop if its productive sector receives banking support, and there is need to fill gap between policy making and policy implementation at grassroots level. There is need to develop a research-based study about financial literacy, because such kind of study may be helpful in the study of process determinants and consequence of financial education and economic as well as sustainable development in Bihar. Hence, with this intent, the current study was taken to bridge the research gap and enrich the literature of studies. Chapter 3, it is truly said that great history always takes place after great disaster. And this chapter is actually based on this. This chapter assesses the state of financial inclusion in India and Bihar, and by providing summary of major financial instrument, trend and drivers, as well as the advancement achieved thus far in the three widely acknowledged dimensions of financial inclusion, assess, uses, and quality. It also focuses on various aspects of reform implemented to address the obstacle faced since the push toward digitalization, with a particular emphasis on the involvement of individual and household. Results. Where is India in terms of financial inclusion? Financial inclusion was included in Ranga Rajan Committee in 2008, which gave it formal recognition in policy drought, the banking and the financial system in India, and has advanced by virtue of technologically advanced option and direct benefit transfer have been benefited to a sizable portion of the populace. So in the table, we can see that from 2017 to 2021, we have taken the SS Uses Quality FI Index, and it is again shown graphically. Figure 3.1, trend in the score of RBI Financial Inclusion Index. It is a reflection of government's ongoing effort to increase SS across the country, and the users dimension is behind significantly with the score of 43, which is quite intriguing. Table 3.2, international comparison. Here we can see that we have taken the different countries, and then commercial bank branches per 1,000 kilometer, commercial bank branches per 1 lakh adult, ATM per 1,000 kilometer square, ATM per 1,000 adults, deposit accounts with commercial bank, loan account with commercial bank, mobile and internet banking transaction, value of mobile and internet banking transaction. So this is description of table 3.2, which summarizes the SS indicators that are typically taken into account from cross-country comparison based on the IMF Financial SS Survey. It shows that India has significantly more commercial bank branches, 1,000 kilometers square, and per lakh people than peer fast-growing economies like China and Indonesia, with 51 and 15 respectively. India has 75 ATM per 1,000 kilometers square, far few than Bangladesh and China. In contrast, China, Indonesia, Mexico have 21 ATM per lakh people in terms of branches per 1,000 kilometers square. Commercial banks are more numerous in India than in industrialized countries such as US, Australia, and Canada. Then table 3.3, from year 2000 to 2023 data is showing population group wise number of branches of scheduled commercial bank in rural, semi-urban, urban, metropolitan areas. Then it is graphically presented. 3.2.3 shows financial product and services used by household and individual. Individual uses indicator. It is graphically shown again from 2011 to 2021. Figure 3.4 shows number of deposit account with scheduled commercial bank according to population group. And figure 3.5 shows amount outstanding with scheduled commercial bank. Figure 3.5, Figure 3.4 actually shows the growth of deposit account with scheduled commercial bank branches, showing that majority of population lives in rural area and is having highest number of deposit account, followed by semi-urban, urban and metropolitan area. In contrast, figure 3.5 shows that amount outstanding with scheduled commercial bank in reverse order, with maximum amount in urban area, highlighting marginal and small saving in this area. Figure 3.6 shows regional rural bank. This slide shows it is essential to investigate some of the pioneered initiatives that have increased bank account ownership and saving among Indian individuals and households, that are Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, small saving account, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Figure 3.7 shows number of outstanding credit account with commercial bank, and figure 3.8 shows number of outstanding credit amount with commercial bank. If credit is easily and affordably available, it can prove to be a multiplier factor for empowerment and growth. Conventional bank grant credit based on factors such as collateral or credit score, or occasionally the product design is not appropriate for the demand of a sizable portion of the consumer base. Number of outstanding credit account and the outstanding credit amount with commercial bank are displayed in the given figures. Here are few essential actions that help credit flow throughout the economy, that is Kisan credit card to MSME. Insurance, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Ayushman Bharat Yojana. Digital finance, a booster to Indian economy. Millions of people have benefited from digital finance by entering the formal economy through instantaneous fund transfer, acceptance, invoice settlement, and payment at any time and location. Even the most isolated locations have been affected by internet and mobile phone revolution in recent years. Transactions involving a lot of cash have been replaced, and financial services linked to digital ID have expanded because of technical advancement like net banking, mobile wallet, payment platform, etc. COVID-19, a drive for digital transformation. Although the pre-pandemic phase laid the foundation of the shift to digital banking, the pandemic gave families and individuals a strong incentive to embrace new payment technology as a result of social distancing norm. According to the Financial Assess Survey 2021, developed countries depended on internet and mobile banking, while low and middle income countries used mobile banking more frequently. So this is again in figure 3.10, we are showing UPI transaction yearly volume and value since 2016. Where is Bihar in terms of financial inclusion? Bihar is ranked 29 in NCFE Financial and Education Survey and 32nd in CRISIL Inclusive Index of Financial Inclusion. Jivika, an initiative, Jivika has made an effort to link community members with formal financial institution and improve their ability to handle their finance. The goal of graduating members into private banking clients have been pursued recently. Every digital finance services platform that Jivika has put into practice is a kiosk model, that is kiosk laptop, kiosk micro ATM, and kiosk mobile. Chapter 4. This chapter is actually based on the idea that necessity comes before practicality. The name of the chapter is The Role of Commercial Bank and Regional Rural Bank in Financial Inclusion in Bihar. Modern technological advancement have altered how people and corporations used to conduct financial transactions. For instance, there has been rise in the use of mobile and online banking. However, the borrower still has to go to a bank branch in order to obtain credit. As a result, the physical banking infrastructure in Bihar, unbanked district, needs to be expanded. An overview of how banks and other financial institutions operate in Bihar is provided in this chapter. And this chapter discusses the current state of Bihar's banking infrastructure and credit deposit activity for the banks listed below. So these are the branch networks. Network of Bihar from 2013 to 22, we have shown number of branches in rural and semi-urban area, number of ATM and point of sale terminal. Figure 4.2, credit deposit ratio in Bihar and India during 2014 to 22. The figure clearly shows the credit deposit ratio of regional rural bank is higher in Bihar as compared to commercial bank in Bihar, whereas the credit deposit ratio of commercial bank in India is higher as compared to regional rural bank in India. The CD ratio of top 5 districts are Purnia, Araria, Kishanganj, Shiwhar, Begusarai, and the CD ratio of bottom 5 districts in the state is Munger, Saran, Nalanda, Jahanabad, and Bhojpur. Table 4.5 shows agency-wise amount of loan and advance outstanding in Bihar. Table 4.6 shows agency-wise amount of deposit in Bihar. Table 4.8 shows performance under financial inclusion during 2021 to 22. Table 4.10 shows agriculture agency-wise credit flow. Table 4.11 shows MSME agency-wise GLC flow. Regional Rural Bank in North Bihar. It is basically the regional rural banks are having two parts, that is Dakshin Bihar Gramin Bank and Uttar Bihar Gramin Bank. And in the table, we can see the number of branches in 21, 22, and 23, and number of ATM cards. And we can see that from 21 to 23, there have been increment in number of branch and number of ATM cards. Table 4.25 shows total number of deposit, advances, and CD ratio in the last 3 consecutive years in Bihar. Loan disbursement under government scheme in 2022 and 23. Conclusion. The chapter concludes with the following conclusion. Public sector bank have largest banking sector infrastructure, followed by regional rural bank. Credit from bank and other financial institution is essential for economic activity in any economy, including Bihar. To deliver crucial financial services in the underserved areas, the bank have expanded the number of contracted CSP throughout the state. Nevertheless, bank branches, not CSP, provide the advances. Since Bihar has a far less percentage of bank branches nationwide than it does of overall population, the state banking infrastructure needs to be expanded. Chapter 5. Role of credit facility and the effect of financial literacy program in North Bihar. This chapter is basically an initiative to show the improvement of credit facility in rural areas of North Bihar. With the help of secondary data, the growth of credit facility in North Bihar is analyzed. This chapter also shows the effect of financial literacy on investment decision of the beneficiary in North Bihar. This study aims to determine characteristics that affect level of financial literacy in North Bihar and the impact of financial literacy on investment behavior. Primary data from 300 respondents across North Bihar was collected for the purpose of the study and was analyzed using empirical method such as logistic regression. Credit, as we know that credit is an engine to growth. So credit is very important. Credit is a growth promoting factor. Table 5.1 shows CD ratio of North Bihar. 21 districts we have taken of North Bihar from 19 to 23. Then it is graphically presented. Table 5.3 shows district-wise branch status in rural area of North Bihar. Table 5.2 explains district-wise branch status in North Bihar. District-wise branch status in rural area of North Bihar is compiled in table 5.3. Out of 38 districts in Bihar, 21 districts come under North Bihar. Overall, it can be seen that branch in rural area have increased from 2019 to 23. Hypothesis was there is no significant improvement regarding credit facility in rural area of North Bihar. And H1 is alternative hypothesis is there is significant improvement regarding credit facility in rural area of North Bihar. So a t-test was performed on the table 5.3 to check statistically whether there is significant improvement in credit facility in rural area of North Bihar. As variable 1, status of number of branches of year 2019 for different districts were taken, and as variable 2, status of number of branches of year 2023 was taken. The two-tailed p-value is 0.0017, which is less than 0.05, indicating null hypothesis should be rejected in two-tailed test, and alternative hypothesis is accepted that there is significant improvement in credit facility in rural area of North Bihar. Table 5.5 shows district-wise ATM status in rural area of North Bihar. It is graphically represented. Figure 5.4 shows ATM card status in 5 sample districts in North Bihar from 2019 to 2023. Figure 5.6 proves annual credit plan for agriculture sector of North Bihar from 2021 to 23. Figure 5.7 shows annual credit plan for small and medium enterprises sector of North Bihar from 21 to 23. Then according to, with the use of precise score, we have taken our 5 districts, and from 2009 to 16, we have shown in the form of histogram the increment in the credit facility. Overall, the highest score is between 45 to 50 in all the 5 districts from 2009 to 16, which means financial inclusion was below average. But every year the score is improving, which shows there was improvement in credit facility in North Bihar. Second hypothesis shows the effect of financial literacy on the beneficiary of North Bihar. In order to examine the financial literacy and investment habit of North Bihar working age population, we conducted a survey because previous research on the subject was unavailable. The survey was done for 1 year in 2023. During this time frame that comprised the study sample, 300 individuals replied prior to being asked a series of questions to assess the respondent degree of financial expertise and literacy. They were questioned about the socio-demographic and economic condition. A set of 3 questions developed by Lusardi and Michel, which are frequently used in the literature to test financial literacy, are employed for the purpose of this study. 3 key financial concepts, interest rate, inflation, and risk diversification, are tested in these questions. 1 point is given for each question that is answered correctly, and total score is determined by averaging the answer of the 3 questions. The questions are phrased precisely as follows. Number 1, suppose you had 1,000 rupees in saving account and the interest rate was 2% per year. After 5 years, do you think your money will grow? Yes or no? Imagine that the interest rate on your saving account was 1% per year and inflation was 2% per year. After 1 year, how much would you able to buy with the money in this with this account? And number 3, do you have insurance? The answer to the first question reveals whether or not respondent understand the basic economic theory pertaining to saving. The final question assesses one's understanding of risk diversification, which is essential for making a wise investment choice, and variable chosen for the empirical analysis was chosen with great care. So 3 questions: interest rate, 58.3% people said yes, 41.7% says no. Inflation, 45.7% says yes, 54.3% says no. Risk diversification, 33% people said yes and 67% said no. Profile respondent, we can see in this table, variable we have taken gender, age, education, occupation, and income. It was then coded on the actual Excel sheet with the given options, and then percentage is written. Table 5.14 displays the profile of the respondent. Total sample was 300. Table clearly indicates that 59.7% men participated and female were 40.3%. It was discovered that women had a lower probability of correcting answer each of the 3 financial literacy questions. Table 5.15 shows multivariate analysis of the investment behavior. As model 1, we have taken fixed deposit, and model 2, we have taken mutual funds. A logistic regression analysis on a data set related to fixed deposit and mutual funds were conducted. Analysis include variables such as gender, age, education, occupation, income, and financial score. Regression analysis appears to have 300 observation and 16 predicated variable. The model shows that the coefficient, standard error, t-value, p-value, and confidence interval for each predicated variable. The overall model was statistically significant and is indicated by p-value, and the overall model is statistically significant. So here is the summary of the result. In model 1 and model 2, we can see that it is a categorical variables have been taken. So each category are having different p-value and different odd ratios. Chapter 6, role of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana and NBFI in North Bihar. This chapter is basically an initiative to show the role of PMJDY and NBFI in North Bihar. With the help of primary data, how PMJDY has positively contributed towards socio-economic growth in North Bihar is analyzed. And with the help of secondary data, the chapter also shows the achievement of NBFI in North Bihar and the impact of financial inclusion on poverty ratio of Bihar. Data analysis, 300 households from 5 sample districts out of 21 districts were taken. With this study, basically to know financial inclusion status of North Bihar, out of which 94.6% people are financially included, that is, they are having account. 5.4% of people are financially excluded, that they do not have account. Then it is graphically represented. Next question was about distribution of household respect to their age. Figure 6.3, distribution of respondent according to educational level. Figure 6.4 shows types of dwelling. This figure shows distribution of respondent according to the occupation. The next figure shows distribution of household according to income group. It can be observed that the majority of household belonging to income level between 50,000 to 1 lakh yearly. Per capita income of Bihar in 2023 was 54,000 INR. Banking information. It can be observed from the given figure that majority of people are having bank account. 284 people have bank account, thus they are financially included, and 16 people don't have account, indicating they are financially excluded. Purpose of opening bank account, number of bank account in a family, information related to credit facilities, awareness about zero minimum balance. Questions which were asked in the survey are also represented in table as well as they are graphically represented in the thesis. Then information related to PMJDY. It is evident from the table that every respondent of the area had opened account under Jan Dhan Yojana because there was no requirement to maintain any minimum balance in PMJDY account. PMJDY account can be opened with zero balance, and this Yojana has consists of some facilities for public. Before this Yojana, 94.6% people had a bank account, but now 100% have bank account, and those people who were financially excluded are now they are included. Availing nature and benefit of PMJDY. Is PMJDY helpful to develop saving habit by opening an account? It is clear from the given table 6.27 that PMJDY has developed saving habit in people. 61.3% of the respondents said that before this Yojana, it can be seen from table 6.22 that savings were around 53%, but after this Yojana, it is increased by 8%. After opening account through PMJDY, has income level increased? It is clear from the given table 6.28 that PMJDY has also increased income of people, as 55% of respondents said yes, because opening an account under this Yojana has benefited people with several facilities. And some of the questions were asked about distribution of respondent according to social impact of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. So 8 questions were asked. Beneficial for people. Number 2, it helped to reduce dependence on informal sources, enhances the standard of living, provide social and financial security to people, reduce inequality, increase the reliability of people, helpful in poverty eradication, led to increase in self-employment. Then again, it is shown in the figure. With the secondary data also have proved the economic status. We can see that after 2022, in 2023, the beneficiaries have increased. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is said to have raised people's socio-economic standing by enabling them to create bank account for borrowing and saving. Additionally, it has been noticed that women perception of their socio-economic standing have improved as a result of their ability to find better economic opportunity in the increasing globalized globe. But the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana implementation offered women in the state rural area where they work and live in patriarchal society more authority. Additionally, it is discovered that Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is actively involved in the empowerment of women. A woman from rural Bihar location was interviewed and stated that she opened her saving bank account through Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. She was forced to work as a Manrega laborer as a result, but she managed to accumulate enough money in her saving account, and she added that she was overjoyed that Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana has allowed her to borrow and save money. Role of non-banking financial institution in North Bihar. So table shows Bihar in India, and from 22 and 23, we have shown the NBFC MFI and NGO MFI. It is graphically represented again, the average ticket size of the loan by MFI in Bihar and India. Gross loan portfolio. Gross loan portfolio refers to the sum of all outstanding finance for all outstanding loan of client, including restructured loan, current loan, and delinquent loan. Unique borrower. A unique borrower is defined as a patron account holder who physically circulated one or more catalog item in the listed year. In the context of NBFC, a unique borrower refers to an individual or entity that borrow from financial institution but possesses distinctive qualities compared to typical borrower. This unique quality could include specialized need, unconventional borrowing pattern. So in the figure, we can see district-wise unique borrower from 2020 to 2022 in Bihar in NBFC MFI. Then the last hypothesis is impact of financial inclusion on poverty ratio of Bihar. For this, we have taken the 28 states and provide a poverty rate and precile index, and we have done a regression, fixed effect within regression, and random effect regression. Hausman model was done. The Hausman test compares the fixed effect and random effect estimate. The difference in coefficient of precise variable is minus 0.15 with the standard error of 0.19, suggesting that the difference is not statistically significant at conventional level. The Hausman test suggests that the difference between fixed and random effect estimate is not statistically significant. However, the fixed effect model is generally preferred when the correlation between individual effect and regression is significant, as indicated by the fixed effect model. Chapter 7 is conclusion and suggestions. We have written the summary of all the chapters here. Suggestions and recommendation. Bank offered their client a range of conventional financial resources. However, banks should launch more advanced financial product to draw in more rural customers. The RBI should take the lead in this regard. Households should regularly visit the financial institution from which they obtain loans and evaluate them according to the level of service they receive. Household financial institutions has improved as a result of credit provider like bank regularly authorizing loan. Credit availability has enabled women-led household to manage income-related activity. Third, according to the study, female are either more inactively involved in the financial system or are completely excluded from it. As a result, it is advised that the more females should participate in it and attend the financial literacy program. Doing so will both improve and empower them and be necessary for country's economy to develop in a balanced manner. It is advised that household maintain regular active access to their bank account. They should have regular access to financial services and not just utilize their bank account to receive government benefit. Instead, they should take advantage of all the services. Research limitation. The study scope is limited because it considered a household to be financially included merely because it has a bank account. Despite the fact that the literature defines financial inclusion as a multidimensional index that takes into consideration availability, uses, and access to banking services. By introducing more explanatory variables, which are now absent owing to time constraint, model can fit further enhanced. By expanding the sample size, covering a large geographical area and collecting qualitative data, the study can be reinforced. Here in this research, the effect of financial literacy is seen on investment behavior of beneficiaries only. For further study, the effect of financial literacy can be checked on other consumer behavior also. Precile index was available till 2016 and poverty index was available till 2011. After that, NFHS data for poverty was available. NFHS data solely does not represent poverty, that is head count ratio. Rather, these data tells about multidimensional indicators. Therefore, back year data have been taken in the study to show the effect of precile index on poverty index of the state and the country. Significance of the research. And the study has enabled the researcher to understand the financial practices adopted for financial institutions in North Bihar. By analyzing pertinent literature and empirical research on financial inclusion for those living in vernacular portion of a remote location, the study significantly advances understanding. The study also significantly advances practice by investigating more variables that can be used to increase financial literacy among the impoverished. Scope for future research. Future researchers should use a variety of metrics to determine the ideal degree of financial inclusion. according to the concept and empirical data presented in this study. Bibliography, gallery at SL. From my side, what I am contributing is the NBFC data of North Bihar, because for the first time it has been used in my thesis. As we can see in the photo, I went to SLBC Patna. I met AGM Sanjeev Kumar and Ashok Kumar. Then they were not having data of NBFC. एंड वो तैयार भी नहीं थे मेरे को डेटा देने के लिए, बट देन माय फादर रिक्वेस्टेड कि इसका थेसिस का बात है, आप प्लीज इसको हेल्प करिए. सो देन सर gave me number of Sanjay Kumar, who is vice president of MFIN, and then he actually helped me with the data. When he actually, first of all, he saw my synopsis, he saw my hard work, he saw that I am doing the work genuinely, and then he provided me with the data of NBFC of North Bihar, which I have used in my thesis, and from today other people can use in their paper. Some of the photos which are showing that data was collected through following offices, and survey was done in following districts. Thank you.
सर सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, आपकी आवाज म्यूट है सर.
हाँ, मैं सुन रहा हूँ, बोलिए.
जी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए सर. अभी भी
जी, should I start?
हाँ हाँ ये
जी.
हाँ सर.
Thank you very much, all the faculty members, HOD of the department, as well as the research scholars. Indeed, a very good presentation, and the topic is a very relevant one. But at the moment, I don't have the report that I sent already to you, so I don't have a copy with me at the moment. But anyway, because the time when I sent the report, during that time I was on travel, so I don't have a copy of the report. But anyway, that doesn't make any difference. I'll just put, because I have read your thesis at least 2-3 times. Uh, so first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for selecting a topic of immense importance. I mean, because the financial inclusion is a topic that comes in probably in recent years, because we talk much of financial inclusion, because that is the top priority of the financial sector development. Particularly in the sense that earlier our main aim was to look into the spread. Now, at the same time, we are talking about the depth indicators of financial inclusion. So, in that way, I think the financial inclusion bears immense significance when we talk of different schemes of Government of India, when we talk of spreading the financial services to different sectors of the society. आप थोड़ा सा बंद कर लीजिए, में आप फिर ऑन कर लीजिए जब क्वेश्चन के बारे में आएगा. So that was the major importance. So in that way, your work is an appropriate work in the right direction. You have taken the methodology in the right direction. You have done some quantitative studies. At the same time, you have collected a lot of data, and you have also mentioned in your dissertation, I mean today itself, that you have felt so many hurdles while collecting the data. उस हिसाब से आपका जो effort, that is quite visible in the thesis while collecting the data. Methodology is appropriate. The data is, I think, is adequate, and the objectives and other things, standard protocols of the research are all convincing, and the results are also convincing. And I firmly believe that this will contribute to the body of knowledge. But having said that, as we know that even the best can be improved. So obviously one or two things I'll suggest to you, and obviously I'll give you the space to respond also, that you can accommodate in the future research, or whenever आप कुछ काम करें कि पीएचडी तो अभी अंतिम है नहीं, क्योंकि आप तो पोस्ट डॉक्टरल के लिए जाएंगे या कुछ भी करेंगे, रिसर्च पेपर भी लिखेंगे या कुछ भी रिसर्च के लिए कुछ भी करें, तो उसमें आप थोड़ा सा याद रखिए ये दो एक पॉइंट्स मैं अभी जो बता रहा हूँ, और अदर पॉइंट्स वी हैव आल्सो मेंशन्ड इन द रिपोर्ट. If the university authority permits, I think they can tell you the points whatever is written in the report. The first thing that I'd like to know from you is that आपने बहुत कम किए हैं फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन के लिए, तो स्प्रेड इंडिकेटर्स यू हैव टेकन मोर, but the depth indicators you have taken very less. When I see the page number 180, if you look into the page number 180 of your dissertation, fine, I mean you can accommodate, but at the same time someone will be interested in knowing whether those figures are above state average or below state average or national average or what. So this is something I think you will have to add if you would like to publish it in future. Then another point is that you have in page number 213, 213, you have done impact of financial inclusion on poverty of Bihar. The title is C. If you look at, अगर आप देखें पेज नंबर 213, अब निकल लीजिए, मैं फिर बाद में बात करूँगा.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, पेज नंबर 213 में आपका जो टाइटल है उसमें आप लिखा है इम्पैक्ट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन ऑन पोवर्टी ऑफ बिहार. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो उसमें क्या है, आपका जो मेथोडोलॉजी है इमीडिएटली नीचे उसमें है, आप ऑल स्टेट्स का डेटा लिया है, उसमें बिहार भी है, राइट.
Yes.
एंड आपने पैनल डेटा रिग्रेशन कर चुका है.
Yes, sir.
फिर बाद में आप किस आधार पर कह पाएंगे कि ये बिहार का स्थिति है, कि रिग्रेशन के बाद अंत में आप कैसे कर पाएंगे कि ये बिहार में ये हो रहा है, क्योंकि आपका डेटा तो पूरा भारत का है.
Yes, sir.
So all states you have taken, so you can say that yes, it is a national phenomena that financial inclusion is reducing poverty or is not reducing poverty for the country as a whole, because आपका regression है for the country as a whole. So how you can make that statement that this is the impact of financial inclusion on poverty of Bihar? So that is the question.
Okay.
The next is आपने t-test, you have conducted t-test in one occasion.
Yes, sir.
To see the differences in the something. Now t-test के लिए जरूरी है, t is a parametric test. So being a parametric test, उसमें normality test करना बहुत जरूरी है, data set normal है कि नहीं.
Okay, sir.
So unless and until data set is normal, you cannot run a parametric test. आप chi-square टेस्ट कर सकते हैं, आप स्केल वॉलिस टेस्ट कर सकते हैं, जो नॉन पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट है, दोस टेस्ट यू कैन रन, बट यू कैन नॉट रन टी, बिकॉज टी का पैरामेट्रिक होने का मतलब है पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नॉर्मल है, वो उनका एजम्पशन लेते हैं टी टेस्ट में. सो टी टेस्ट का फंडामेंटल एजम्पशन है कि पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज नॉर्मल. So unless and until that is satisfied, you cannot run t-test. So मैंने तो आपका थीसिस में कहीं नहीं मिला कि आपका पॉपुलेशन नॉर्मल है. So अगर वो टेस्ट नहीं किया, so t-test will be vitiated by errors. ये तो एक मुझे शॉर्टकमिंग दिखाई दे रहा है. Another last point, I'll not stress much because everything is there in my report.
Yes.
Last point is that you have, not last, only 2 points. Last point is that you have taken a logit model, page number 160. Although you have written a multivariate model, तो देखिए मल्टीवेरिएट मॉडल तो बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. टॉबिट मॉडल भी मल्टीवेरिएट हो सकता है. आपका प्रोबिट मॉडल भी मल्टीवेरिएट हो सकता है. आपका सिंपल रिग्रेशन इज आल्सो मल्टीवेरिएट. मल्टीवेरिएट मींस जब आप मोर देन 2 वेरिएबल्स लेते हैं तो वो है मल्टीवेरिएट. तो उसका टाइटल तो मेरे हिसाब से लॉजिक मॉडल ही होना चाहिए था, एस्टिमेटेड लॉजिक मॉडल. बट एनीवे दैट्स अप टू यू. बट उसमें आपका जो वेरिएबल्स है फॉर फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन, उसमें आप ज्यादातर ज्यादातर तो नहीं बोलूंगा, ऑल बोलूंगा मैं. ऑल वेरिएबल्स आर सप्लाई साइड वेरिएबल्स. देखिए फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन इज ए कनेक्शन बिटवीन सप्लाई साइड एज वेल एज डिमांड साइड.
Yes, sir.
मैं ये लेना चाहता हूँ, आई मीन सॉरी, आपका सब है डिमांड साइड का, सॉरी, सप्लाई साइड वेरिएबल्स आपका नहीं है. देखिए आप पूरा ये दे रहा है कि मैं अकाउंट खोलना चाहता हूँ कि नहीं, मैं वो करना चाहता हूँ कि नहीं, मेरे पास है कि नहीं अकाउंट. दैट इज दीज आर डिमांड ड्रिवन वेरिएबल्स, नॉट द सप्लाई साइड वेरिएबल्स. सो रिग्रेशन आप पहले, लेकिन सप्लाई साइड वेरिएबल्स बहुत कुछ था आपके पास. कितना ब्रांचेस है, उसका कितना प्रॉक्सिमिटी में है, ऑल दोस आर सप्लाई साइड वेरिएबल्स. अगर बैंक ब्रांच आपका घर के नजदीक नहीं है तब तो लगभग चांसेस कम होते हैं ना वो खुलेगा फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन के लिए कुछ अकाउंट्स. सो आपका डिमांड साइड वेरिएबल्स आर मोर प्रोमिनेंट देन द सप्लाई साइड वेरिएबल्स. तो ये तो हो गया वन वे एनालिसिस ऑफ द लॉजिक मॉडल. सो इसको थोड़ा सा आप अगली बार जब पेपर करेंगे या कुछ करेंगे उसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखिए. पूरा नहीं हो पाएंगे तो एक दो तो वेरिएबल लेना ही चाहिए.
जी सर.
फिर लास्ट में मैं आपको बोलूंगा, आप जो लिया है फाइनेंशियल वेरिएबल ऑन पॉवर्टी या कुछ भी, जब आपने फिक्स्ड इफेक्ट एंड रैंडम इफेक्ट मॉडल किया है, उसमें आपको डायनेमिक पैनल डेटा मॉडल इज मोर एप्रोप्रिएट. क्योंकि फाइनेंशियल डेटा में ना लेक रहता है. उस दिन मैंने कुछ दिन पहले मैं एक पटना यूनिवर्सिटी, आप लोगों का यूनिवर्सिटी में एक एमएमटीसी का लेक्चर किया था. उसमें मैं पैनल डेटा डायनेमिक पैनल का भी लेक्चर मैंने रखा था. देखिए कुछ का होता है ना, एडजस्टमेंट इंस्टेंटेनियसली होते हैं. मैं कुछ कर दिया अभी इमीडिएटली उसका एडजस्ट हो गया. लेकिन कुछ फाइनेंशियल फिगर्स ऐसा होता है ना, उसमें थोड़ा सा लेक रहता है. अभी आप फाइनेंशियल में आज अगर अकाउंट खुल लिया तो ऐसा नहीं है इसी साल में मेरा पॉवर्टी डिक्लाइन हो जाएगा. पॉवर्टी डिक्लाइन होगा अगली साल. मान लीजिए मैं इस बार इस साल में मेरा अकाउंट खुला है मार्च के भीतर ना, अकाउंट तो मार्च के अंदर खुलता है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मार्च के अंदर ही आई विल बिकम अ रिच पर्सन. इट इज वेरी अनलाइकली. सो उसमें ना एक लेक रहता है. तो वो लेक को आप जब लेंगे, आपका हुआ है टी IT. That means in the TF year, everything is adjusted on the TF year itself. Fixed effect and random effect model ले लिया आपने. फिक्स्ड इफेक्ट एंड रैंडम इफेक्ट मॉडल लेने से क्या, अभी आप एक्सपोर्ट एंड इंपोर्ट लेने से ठीक है, एक्सपोर्ट भी ले लिया, इंपोर्ट भी ले लिया, इसी साल का ले लिया, मुद्दा खत्म, बात खत्म हो गया. लेकिन अभी जो आपका है ना, उसमें ज्यादातर लेग में एडजस्टमेंट होता है. एडजस्टमेंट हैपेंस विद सम पीरियड ऑफ लेग्स. तो उसमें ना डायनामिक पैनल डाटा इज मोर एप्रोप्रिएट, मॉडल्स आर मोर एप्रोप्रिएट देन फिक्स्ड इफेक्ट एंड रैंडम इफेक्ट मॉडल. तो उसमें एस्टिमेशन टेक्निक भी थोड़ा सा बदल जाएगी. तो उसमें बन जाएगा आपका सिस्टम जीएमएम या जीएमएम मेथड ऑफ एस्टिमेशन, थोड़ा सा अलग है उसका मुद्दा. लेकिन दैट इज अ डिफरेंट इशू. बट एक्चुअली स्ट्रक्चरली व्हेन यू से दैट आई विल गो फॉर फिक्स्ड इफेक्ट एंड पैनल रैंडम इफेक्ट, तो उसमें है कि थोड़ा सा थ्योरेटिकल फ्लो है कि आप बोल रहे हैं कि फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन अभी होगा तो अभी मेरा पॉवर्टी चला जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है. तो वो थ्योरेटिकल लैग थोड़ा सा उसमें है, थ्योरेटिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग में थोड़ा सा लैग है. तो ये सब है मेरे तरफ से. आप कुछ अगर बोलना चाहते हैं दो एक पॉइंट में, कुछ दो सम आर सजेस्टिव, सम आर क्वेश्चंस, सो यू कैन पिक अप वन और टू एंड देन यू कैन एंड अप. थैंक यू फ्रॉम माय साइड.
Okay, sir. Should I answer, sir?
Yes. See, all are not questions, so you should not answer all. Whatever the questions you believe that these are to be answered, you can answer.
Okay, sir. Sir, first of all, I would like to say he served. Mic off. Okay. Sir,
No, I
you
can
told
listen.
about
Yeah.
sir,
You
you
can
told
carry.
about somebody has opened the mic.
Everything all
Sir,
right.
you
Everything
हाँ
all
सर
right. You talk.
जी सर आई वाज टेलिंग कि आपने बोला कि इन डेप्थ क्वेश्चन सर्वे में मतलब नहीं पूछा रीज़न ये था सर कि दिस थेसिस जो सर्वे ये है ये कोरोना टाइम में लिया गया था एंड व्हेन यू गो टू आस्क द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम पीपल अबाउट द बैंकिंग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वो जवाब नहीं देना चाहते हैं ठीक है क्योंकि कोरोना के टाइम में बहुत ज़्यादा साइबर क्राइम्स वगैरह ये सब बढ़ गए थे तो दैट इज़ वाई अगर आप नॉर्मल भी क्वेश्चन पूछने जाओ तो वो जवाब देने से कतराते थे और ये रूरल पीपल से सर ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था तो स्पेशली क्वेश्चंस को काफ़ी ज़्यादा सिंपल रखा गया कि वो जवाब दे पाए फर्स्ट पॉइंट सर ये है दैट इज़ वाई मैंने छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे लिए हैं बिकॉज यहाँ पे ग्रामीण लोगों के बारे में बात हो रही है रूरल एरियाज के बारे में स्पेशली पीपल थे सर एंड सर दूसरी बात ये कि जो पॉवर्टी रेशियो वाला आप क्वेश्चन जो बोले कि इम्पैक्ट देखने के लिए फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन का पॉवर्टी रेशियो पे आई हैव टेकन द अदर स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया सर रीजन उसका ये था ना कि हियर आई हैव टेकन द टू वेरिएबल ना पॉवर्टी इंडेक्स पॉवर्टी रेट एंड क्रिसाइल इंडेक्स सर दोनों में क्या हो रहा था कि सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का पॉवर्टी और क्रिसाइल मतलब अगर आप पैनल डेटा बना रहे हैं तो उसमें आपको सर्टेन ईयर जो है वो सेम होना चाहिए बट वो सेम नहीं हो पा रहा था एज वी नो कि क्रिसाइल इंडेक्स जो स्कोर आई मीन जो इंडेक्स बनता है वो 4-4 साल का एक बार बनता है एंड दूसरी बात ये कि सर पॉवर्टी जो है डिफरेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का वो भी डेटा मतलब मुझे
हाँ
नहीं
हाँ ना मैं
डिस्ट्रिक्ट
समझ
का
रहा
सर
हूँ तब तो
जी
टाइटल
जी
थोड़ा सा
दैट इज वाई
अलग ना तब तो टाइटल थोड़ा अलग बनेगा टाइटल बनेगा कि पोवर्टी एंड एफआई फॉर द कंट्री लेकिन फॉर बिहार नहीं बनेगा ना टाइटल
तो दैट इज वाई सर बस वो एक कंपैरेटिव स्टडी था थ्रू अदर स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया एंड बिहार को साथ में लेकर क्योंकि वहाँ पे पॉवर्टी इंडेक्स भी दिया हुआ है और वहाँ पे एफआई भी दिया हुआ है विच इज शोइंग अ नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन कि भाई अगर एफआई अगर बढ़ रहा है फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन बढ़ रहा है तो उसका पॉवर्टी घटेगा ही ठीक है सो बिकॉज ऑफ द इनसफिशिएंट डेटा आई हैव टेकन ऑल द स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया सर वो उस क्वेश्चन का ये मैं बोलना चाह रही थी एंड बस सर आई वुड लाइक टू से दिस मच ओनली एंड बाकी जो करेक्शंस है मैं उसको ठीक कर लूंगी सर
ठीक है मैडम थैंक यू फ्रॉम माय साइड
thank you so much sir I would
yes
like to express my gratitude to you for
yes
giving your time sir thank you so
and I'd
much
like to congratulate you for doing such a wonderful work please do the corrections
thank
before you publish thank you from my
yes sir
side
thank you
okay best wishes
thank you sir
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Chakravarti, very much.
yes madam
And the head, Shalu, did that so much.
can I leave
I thank you, Professor Chakravarti. You have covered all the aspects that were needed and corrected Shalu at every point. Definitely, she can improve in her further works. And thank you very much for giving so much your valuable time for examining her thesis and conducting this Vasa. And
thank
this
you
Viva,
madam thank you
I congratulate Shalu.
yes
You have presented it well, a well composed thesis, but
yes
definitely there always is a scope of improvement, as
improvement
Professor Chakravarti has said. So try to do better next time.
yes
Thank you very much, sir.
thank you
And thank you very much, everybody
please allow me
present
to
here.
leave okay please allow me to leave can I leave thank you
Shall we conclude, sir?
रिपोर्ट के बारे में
Shall we conclude this session, sir? Conclude left.
वो एक दो क्वेश्चन उसमें दिए हैं भाई
जी
वही एक तो हम लोग पूछे थे तो उसे वो कह रहे हैं कि the scholar used panel data models
Yes, sir.
like FE and RE models.
Yes.
There is scope for using dynamic panel data models instead of static.
Yes.
तो ये कह रहे हैं कि डायनेमिक मॉडल का यूज कर सकते हैं क्या लेकिन हमने स्टैटिक का यूज किया
Yes, sir.
जस्टिफिकेशन हैज नॉट बीन प्रोवाइडेड as to why static models were preferred over dynamic. अगर हो सके तो 10 लाइन लिख दें तो जस्टिफिकेशन अगर हो.
Okay, sir.
दूसरा क्वेश्चन है द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल used in running the logistic regression.
Yes, sir.
Page number 161 is not proper to achieve the stated objective. Page 12.
161.
161 पर जो आप किए हो
Yes, sir.
और 12 पर आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव है पेज 12.
Okay. जी सर.
तो उस पेज नंबर 12 पर जो ऑब्जेक्टिव आपने लिखा है उसको जस्टिफाई करने में ये सफल नहीं होगा ये असफल है.
जी सर, आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन द आंसर कि जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ डेटा डिस्ट्रिक्ट का डेटा मिल नहीं रहा था, दैट इज व्हाई स्टेट्स का डेटा जो है उसको लेकर उसको वहाँ पे कंपेयर किया गया है.
कह रहे हैं गुडनेस ऑफ फिट स्टैटिक नीड टू बी.
जी जी.
तीसरा है द साइटेशन स्टाइल इज नॉट स्टैंडर्ड. फॉर इंस्टेंस इन पेज 39 both APA and footnote styles have been included.
39 एपीए ही स्टाइल में.
Footnote
अच्छा, ये लिंक फुटनोट्स एंड वो मतलब जैसे इनसाइट इंटेक्स साइटेशन मैंने किया था, लेकिन यहाँ पे जैसे रूल्स चलते हैं ना फुटनोट और एंड नोट में देने का, तो सर लोग बोले कि उसी तरीके से मतलब फुटनोट और एंड नोट के फॉर्म में ही दो. दैट इज व्हाई एट द लास्ट मोमेंट आई हैव चेंज सर.
18 selection.
जी.
इसको अगर करेक्ट कर सकते हो कर देना. इसको करेक्ट कर देना इसको कर सकते हो कर देना रिवाइज कर.
जी.
और आप लोग आप कुछ
यस सर, यस सर. जी जी जी.
बिहार का पॉवर्टी है अदर स्टेट का पॉवर्टी
जी
वो जो एवरेज पॉवर्टी का इम्पैक्ट देख रहा है एवरेज फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन.
जी जी जी.
वो ये नहीं बताएगा कि बिहार मतलब जो रिलेशनशिप है कि ओनली फॉर बिहार.
सर आई वुड लाइक टू से कि वो जो मतलब हाइपोथेसिस है वो ये बोल रहा है कि इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पॉवर्टी रेशियो ऑन स्टेट, ठीक है, तो वहाँ पे जैसे क्योंकि मैंने बोला कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का डेटा नहीं था.
वो नहीं था वाला
हाँ.
बात है लेकिन वो अलग है डिस्ट्रिक्ट ये वो एक्चुअली
जी जी जी
इसको हॉस्पिटल टेस्ट.
जी जी.
हॉस्पिटल टेस्ट क्यों यूज किया है?
सर वो फिक्स्ड इफेक्ट मॉडल और रैंडम इफेक्ट मॉडल जो जब भी यूज करते हैं सर. सर वो सिर्फ 2 साल का है, 9 और 11 का है सर. यस सर. सर 9 और 11 का डेटा है टोटल, मैंने स्टेट लिया 9 और 11 का जो फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन का जो इंडेक्स है वो. तो हॉफमैन टेस्ट का पर्पस ये होता है कि फिक्स्ड इफेक्ट और रैंडम इफेक्ट जब भी हम लोग यूज करते हैं ना, तो दोनों में कौन सा टेस्ट ज्यादा सिग्निफिकेंट. एंडो यस सर, वो हॉफमैन टेस्ट इसीलिए तो यूज होता है एंडोजेनिटी के लिए ही. कौन सा डेटा सर? जी जी. कहाँ पर सर? जी सर. जी सर, वो डेटा जो है प्लानिंग कमीशन के और नाबार्ड का जो ईयरली बुक निकलता है सर, उसमें से वो सारा डेटा है.
मेहनत किए बहुत. और एक जगह हम लोग तो ये क्वेश्चन जो पूछ रहे थे वो कि सप्लाई साइड को अपने नहीं देखा, तो सप्लाई साइड का है इसका.
यस सर, वो सारा डेटा है.
सप्लाई साइड वाला डाटा.
यस सर.
बहुत अच्छा है. इसको जो कर सकते हो, सुधार कर ले।
सर एपीएस टाइप फिर कैसे चेंज करेंगे? वो तो फुट नोट और एंड नोट में मतलब यहाँ पे सारे लोग तो वैसे ही जमा किए हैं।
वो जो हो सकता है कर देंगे। जो सजेशन दिए
जी,
अगर उसमें कोई चेंज हो सकता है।
क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में सर इंडेक्स साइटेशन ही किए थे, लेकिन फिर सर बोले कि मतलब वहाँ पे फुट नोट और एंड नोट के फॉर्म में ही सारे लोग जमा कर रहे हैं, अभी न्यू वाला टेक्निक कोई नहीं इस्तेमाल कर रहा है, तो फिर वो लास्ट मोमेंट पे मैंने चेंज किया उसको।
और वो की टेस्ट में जो बोले थे कि आपको देखना होगा डेटा नॉर्मल है।
जी जी जी
की टेस्ट में पहले चेक करना।
जी।
अगर डेटा नॉर्मल नहीं है तो उसका अलग रिजल्ट होता है। तो फिर की
वो असम्पशन है नॉर्मल होना चाहिए।
जी
ठीक है, इसको नॉर्मली टेस्ट कर लीजिए,
जो उनका अच्छा
एक पेज बढ़ जाएगा। और अंतनु सर बोले पूछे
सर टोटल 21 डिस्ट्रिक्ट था, जिसमें से 5 जब प्राइमरी डेटा जो लिया गया है वो उसमें 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स को लिया गया है, और जब सेकेंडरी डेटा जहाँ पे मतलब यूज किया गया जैसे क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी को दिखाने के लिए उसमें टोटल 21 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स को किया गया। टेबल में मैंने सब दिखाया है, लेकिन ग्राफ में सर 21 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स दिखाना मतलब पॉसिबल नहीं है, दैट इज बाय 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट को ही ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन किया गया। सैंपल 300 साइज था सर। जी सर, जहाँ पे प्राइमरी डेटा था वहाँ 300 था सर, और जैसे 2 हाइपोथेसिस सर स्ट्रेटिफाइड रैंडम सैम्पलिंग था सर, प्रिसाइल इंक्लूसिव स्कोर को देखा गया। पटना का सिर्फ जो है वो 70 के पार है, वरना बाकी जितने भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैं वो 50 के अंदर में ही थे। ठीक है, तो 2 डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैंने 40 वाला लिया, 2 30 का लिया और एक 20 का लिया, और उस तरीके से स्ट्रेटिफाइड बनाया। फिर उसके बाद से जो ब्लॉक और पंचायत है वो सर रैंडम था, और इस तरीके से सैम्पलिंग किया।
ठीक है, बहुत मेहनत की है इसका, तो एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत भी इसको लगा है।
सबों की तरफ से बधाई। थैंक यू सर। आप बताइएगा कब होगा?
हाँ, बधाई आपको।